Howdy folks, thanks for tuning in, and this is another episode of Gear Talk where I feature on the channel and talk in depth about gear that I use here. And for this video we're going to be taking a look at my all-new Squier Affinity Telecaster. Now, for a long time I pondered whether or not I wanted to have a Tele in my arsenal. And there's some things I liked about it, some things I didn't, but the more I thought about it, I've seen several other videos on YouTube I've seen several other videos here on YouTube where they show like the top guitars every guitarist should have in their arsenal, and Tele has always made that list, probably because of its versatility, and of course there are certain tones that you can get with a Tele that you really can't get anywhere else. It is very versatile in more ways than one, but the Telecaster is a piece of history, and the world of electric guitar has truly evolved over the years. The first electric guitar, of course, was all of them back when the first electric guitar came out back in the 30s. They all basically had hollow bodies and arch tops, and they were good for some things, like probably they would hit it well in the ballpark for those who have a more subtle style of playing. But when it came to just really pounding out and getting loud, hollow body arch top guitars were a little problematic. In one of those ways, they created a lot of feedback, and the Tele was first built as a solution to that problem, because it was just a solid, all it was basically a slab of wood with two pickups, and of course it was designed with simplicity in mind. If anything went wrong with the pots, it was very easy to just take this whole panel off and fix or replace them. And of course changing pickups, if need be, was also easy to do. Whereas with the hollow body guitar, accessing the pots for the volume and tone knobs was quite a challenge. And Leo Fender really put a lot of thought into it, I think. Of course, it's all started with the Squier, not to be confused with Squier, the brand name. Squier, E-S-Q-U-I-R-E. And the Squier looked exactly like this, but it did not have the neck pickup. It was the bridge pickup only, but that's really where the Telecaster began, and subsequently the neck pickup was added. As I thought about getting one of these, I thought, do I want an Squier? Do I want a Tele? But I figured I'd have a lot more versatility if I had the neck pickup, so without question I chose the Tele. And I pondered for a long time, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, well, okay, I guess I can get a Tele, but I'm not going to bite the bullet, which is why I opted to go for a Squier. And of course, many associate Squiers being entry-level guitars, but there are professionals out there, experienced professionals who've been playing for years that do play Squiers. Like, for instance, Mike Rutherford of Genesis, he played a Squier Stratocaster during the recent Last Domino tour for Genesis, and he still sounded great as ever, even on an entry-level guitar. So, with that, let's dive into the specs. Of course, this is everything you would expect a Telecaster to be. You have a 3-way switch, and you have one volume and one tone knob, and of course you have your bridge pickup and neck pickup. Another thing, the Tele was also the first of its kind to feature all 6 tuning pegs on one side of the headstock. And so a few things I had done when I first got this. I took this into a guitar tech to have the fret ends filed down, which was one little nitpick I had about this, given that it's a Squier manufactured overseas. I felt that the fret ends were very pokey to me, and bending notes, it felt very gritty. So I took it to a guitar tech who filed down the fret ends and polished up the frets, and it plays and feels as smooth as a Fender should. And of course I had these dome-topped knobs put on as well, and the pots of course are changed out as well, but the pickups are stock. They are ceramic pickups, which is what I wanted in a Tele for a very vintage-like sound. And of course, these are locking tuners. They are made by Geiger, and they almost look to be like your Godot vintage style tuners, and they are locking tuners, and they are in antique brass. Just wanted something a little different on here, because the original tuning pegs were the kind where you have to insert the string right into the very center, and I don't really like those too much. I prefer locking tuners, but anyway, we heard in the beginning the neck pickup with some tremolo here, So let's dive into some tones. So I've got it now set to the neck pickup, and let's just hear what that sounds like. Beautiful. And I'll just play that again with the bridge pickup. Now let's try both. So, one thing that a Tele's known for about its bridge pickup is the bridge pickup really has a lot of bite and twang to it. So I'll show you that right here. Alright, yeah. So that bite and twang in the bridge pickup is something that a Tele is very well known for. So I just had to dial the tone all the way up. Of course, I prefer kind of about halfway down for a more subtle feel, but so now let's just hear how this sounds with some dirt. Right, next pickup. definitely some killer tone for a guitar that's under half a grand. So, sure you'll be seeing this a lot in the video, but that is our look at my Squier Affinity Telecaster. So, now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please also take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Just click that red subscribe button right down there below the screen, and click that bell icon too, so this way you'll be notified anytime I post something new. So, and until next time.